Let us explore other examples of different interpretations and use of body language across cultures. The following is a brief presentation of some body language strategies, involving different parts of the human body, as presented in Richard D. Luis' 2006 book When Cultures Collide. The nose. The Latin and French cultures often use the nose twitch, snort, or sniff during conversations. The use of this body language is common to express alertness or contempt. However, people from other cultures may interpret these facial expressions as a sign of disrespect or disagreement. The earlobes. The Portuguese slightly pull or rub the earlobes when referring to tasty food. But be careful with touching your earlobes in Italy. There, this gesture has a sexual connotation. While in Spain, the meaning of the gesture is that someone is not paying for his drinks. In Malta, it signifies an informer. The mouth. Facial expressions involving the mouth also differ from culture to culture. French may frequently use a mouth shrug expression to communicate indifference or disagreement. Americans readily demonstrate the broad and trust-inviting smile, while Asians commonly wear a fixed polite smile. Unlike people from other cultures, Finns would avoid making facial expressions involving the mouth. The shoulders. Typically, shoulders are kept still in Northern European cultures. For Latins, however, shoulders may play an important role in their communication. Keeping shoulders back and down signifies a calm and observant state of mind. Pushing them up and forward may convey being alarmed, anxious, or hostile. The arms. As for the involvement of arms, people from Northern Europe and North America do not actively use gesticulation during conversation. In other cultures, however, such as the Italian, Spanish, Arab, and South American cultures, gesticulation is an important part of a conversation. This difference in conversation practices concerning body language may lead to lower trust in intercultural communication. Northerners may perceive the act of gesticulation as excessive and as a sign of insincerity, overdramatization, and therefore unreliability. While Southerners may interpret the lack of pronounced gesticulation as a sign of alienation or lack of interest in the conversation. The legs and feet. We pay close attention to our language, facial expression, and gesticulation, but often forget about our feet or leg position. Through our feet movement, we convey subtle messages, of which we may not even be aware. However, people may be quite sensitive when perceiving this subtle body language, as it bears weight in the communication process. While the legs together position signifies formality, politeness, defensiveness, or subordination across cultures, in different cultures transitioning from this position to a more relaxed one takes its own route. In some of the Anglo-Saxon cultures, the legs together position may change to the more relaxed legs crossed position within the same conversation, as the interaction moves from more formal to a more informal exchange. In other cultures, such as German and Japanese, it may require several meetings, until the leg crossed positions are acceptable. There are multiple different ways of crossing legs, and all of them may convey a different message. Crossing the ankles only is the closest to the legs together position, in terms of expressing formality. Crossing the knees projects an average level of formality. Ankle to knee is the most relaxed and informal. While this position is acceptable in certain situations in North America, it is perceived unacceptable and rude in the Arab cultures, as it reveals the shoe sole, which is considered dirty, and therefore, it conveys disrespect.